Today, we're diving deep into the center of your personal power, your will, and your identity, the third chakra. In Sanskrit, it's called Manipura, which beautifully translates to city of jewels or shining gem. This name truly captures its role as the energetic core where your individuality, your confidence, and your sense of self are forged. Think about it this way. If the first chakra, the root, asks, "Is it safe for me to exist?" and the second chakra, the sacral, asks, "Is it safe for me to feel?" then the third chakra poses a much more direct and sometimes confronting question. Am I allowed to be myself? This powerful energy center is located in your solar plexus, right above your navel and just below your ribcage. Its color is a vibrant, radiant yellow, and its element is fire. And what does fire do? Fire transforms, fire digests, fire provides warmth, light, and a clear sense of direction. The third chakra is what governs our ability to act in the world with clear intention, rather than just reacting to whatever comes our way. Psychologically, this chakra really starts to develop when a child begins to separate from their caregivers and assert their own autonomy. This is that classic stage where the word no suddenly becomes a favorite. It's where a child's will emerges, where they start to test boundaries and discover their own personal agency. When a child's budding will is respected, guided, and held within safe boundaries, their solar plexus develops a healthy strength. But when that will is shamed, punished, ignored, or completely crushed, the third chakra becomes distorted. The body learns one of two things: either that using your power is dangerous, or that power is something you must take from others at all costs. A blocked or deficient third chakra often shows up as a feeling of powerlessness. You might experience chronic self-doubt, find it incredibly difficult to make decisions, have a deep fear of confrontation, or have a tendency to just go along with things, even when they feel completely wrong to you. Taking action feels exhausting. Starting something new feels far too risky. It's like your inner fire is burning low, just a faint ember. On the other extreme, an overactive or excessive third chakra expresses itself as domination. Here, the need to control everything replaces genuine confidence. Aggression and impatience take the place of clarity. An individual might become highly reactive, always looking for a fight, and constantly engaged in power struggles. In this case, the fire burns way too hot, consuming and destroying rather than illuminating and warming. But here's the key: in both of these cases, the core wound is exactly the same: a broken and unhealthy relationship with personal power. On a physical level, the third chakra is closely connected to our digestion, our metabolism, and our nervous system. There's a reason the gut is often called our second brain. It doesn't just process food, it processes our experiences. So, when this chakra is out of balance, it can manifest as digestive problems, constant tension in your stomach, chronic fatigue, or issues with blood sugar and energy regulation. The body physically reflects the inner struggle happening around control, autonomy, and self-trust. Astrologically, the third chakra resonates very strongly with the energies of the Sun and Mars. The Sun represents our core identity, our vitality, and our essential sense of self. Mars represents our drive, our ability to take action, and the courage to move toward what we want. When these energies are well integrated, a person acts from a place of clarity, not impulse. They move with confidence, not fear. But when they are fragmented, action either becomes completely paralyzed or it becomes explosive and destructive. The solar plexus is the critical point where our desires become focused intention, and that intention transforms into meaningful action. From an alchemical perspective, this chakra corresponds to the purifying fire of transformation. This is the furnace where raw emotional and instinctual energy is refined into conscious, directed will. Without this crucial stage of development, our growth can't continue upward into the higher chakras. Love can't find stability. Insight can't be grounded into reality. Spirituality remains disconnected from everyday life. The third chakra is the very furnace in which our true identity is forged. Now, healing this chakra isn't about becoming louder, more aggressive, or more dominant. It's about becoming aligned. True, authentic power doesn't need to force its way. It doesn't need to constantly justify itself or seek validation from others. True power is quiet, it's stable, and it's decisive. The healing process begins when the body starts to relearn that it is safe to act, that it's safe to choose, that it's safe to say a clear yes and a firm no. Practices that support third chakra healing often involve strengthening your physical core, building stability in your body, and engaging consciously with your breath. Any kind of movement that generates heat, focus, and endurance helps to awaken this powerful center. But just as important is learning to take full responsibility for your choices, not from a place of guilt, but from a place of ownership. Every small act of self-trust, every decision made from your inner truth feeds that inner fire. The solar plexus grows stronger every single time your actions align with what you know is right for you. Think of the third chakra as the bridge between your lower, more instinctual centers and your higher, more conscious centers. Without a strong bridge, survival and pleasure remain disconnected from any sense of purpose or meaning. But with it, your life becomes directed. This is where instinct learns direction, where raw emotion learns containment, where you, as an individual, become capable of standing tall in the world without apology. When your third chakra is balanced, you feel internally solid. You trust your own decisions. You can act without that constant nagging inner critic questioning your every move. You respect boundaries, both your own and those of others. There is a deep sense of personal dignity. The third chakra is our reminder that power is something to be taken from others or something we have to constantly prove. It is something to be inhabited. It's our birthright. And when your will and your true identity finally align, life stops feeling like a constant struggle and begins to feel like a clear, purposeful direction. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration of the solar plexus. If this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on a journey to a more balanced and empowered life. See you next time.